Hello to my fellow history lovers, people to think if I learned something new, it's going to be a great day. So I've got a couple trivia, but first I'm going to ask you if you agree that I saw the news the other day and I thought, oh, this is history, if not repeating, at least rhyming. So just recently, if you were watching the news, both President Putin and President Zelensky call President Trump ostensibly to congratulate him on July 4th, but really to put forth their arguments about, in part, about the Russian-Ukraine war. So President Putin is going to say, in essence, I'm paraphrasing, I wasn't on the call, we're making progress in the Donbass, we're going to win, don't keep helping Ukraine because it just prolongs the whole thing because it's a done deal and we're going to win. Zelensky, on the other hand, is going to be saying, hey, we've had actually big successes. Our drones can now strike, 2,000 miles, this Omsk refinery. We're making big progress. We are in this game. We're going to win. And both of them are trying to sort of situate their arguments so that the United States will make its decisions slightly favoring one or the other. Well, very similar. Now I'm going to take you back to 1776. Now it's the American rebels and the British diplomats, and they're both in Paris, in France, and it's very similar. So this is prior, of course. France has not decided what it's going to do. It's sort of helping us under the table, but nothing major. And the Americans are kind of like Zelensky a little bit, saying, hey, we could win this, help us out, we'll eventually become trading partners, yada, yada. And the British are kind of like Putin, saying, this is a lost cause, we're making progress. Basically, if you help the rebels, the rebellion's going to fall apart. It's just a matter of time before we win, so don't get in there and just keep it messier for you as well. In other words, stay out of it, don't help them. So my first question is, of the diplomats, there's 3 in France, the Americans in France, and do you know who they were? So actually the 2, I should have looked this up. I think the 2, I'm trying to get to the main guy. I think it was Silas Deane. I think it's Charles Lee, but who's the main guy? That's really always kind of, who's the main American, very famous, who's actually, I think in France, like 9 years, trying to get the French, kind of like Zelensky a little bit, to say, hey, we could win this, stay on our side. And if you said, I think that is Benjamin Franklin, you would be right. You get 1 point. Okay, second, eventually there's a major, major breakthrough by the Americans. There's one battle that changes everything. And when we win this battle, the French say, okay, we're going to come in on your side. We're going to do it openly. We're going to ally ourselves. And what battle was that? And if you said, oh yeah, I think I know that. I think that was the Battle of Saratoga. You would be correct. Anyway, thanks for letting me share. Tell me if you agree or disagree that it's pretty similar, and I'll see you tomorrow.